Hello, welcome to Emapsite Mapshop. This is a slightly longer video to give you an opportunity to find some of the different tools and features that we offer in this platform. First of all, when you come into the map shop, the first thing to do is select your site, indicate the site you want so we can price up the different products for you. There's a number of ways of doing that. You can draw tools, so you can use a polygon, circle, square to select a site. Often people might zoom into a field if they know where it is, if they know it's next to this reservoir, for example. You can drop a pin and you can add a buffer to that. You can also, in the draw tools, draw a line along a road and buffer that by 20 meters. You can upload a GIS file, pick a feature if you're viewing master map, OS master map, or select the paper tool to get an A4 area or A3 area for various scales. What I will do here, I'm going to search for properties as an example to show off. When you click on the three dots here, I've got this toggle selected that's going to give me a 1 hectare area. A lot of people like to buy OS master map for 1 hectare. So I've got that toggle on, use this as a demonstration. Type in a postcode, select a property. So it's giving me my 1 hectare box. Now, because I'm logged in as a professional user, it's free to register as a professional user. That's why I've got OS Master Map Viewing. It's a backdrop. In the layers here, you can find it. So if you come in as a guest or a light user, some of these will have locks on them. And if you click on it, it will let you register as a pro user or a light user to unlock some of those layers. That's mainly because Ordnance Survey charge a viewing charge. So we have to control that. You can also put on a grid to see different tiles, but I won't show that just now. An initial tool here. So if I'm getting a bit of context and maybe I move around, I've lost my site. Down here, we've got this crosshair. That just brings me straight back to my area. I've also got my square here. So if I click on it, I now got it in edit mode. So I can just expand that. Perhaps I've uploaded a square with a GIS file, but actually I'm trying to save a bit of money. I'm trying to match a budget. So up here, I'll click on this tool here. Now this allows me to put in a new point here. Bring this point down here. Perhaps maybe I don't need this corner. I can just trim that down, click confirm, and it just knocks a little bit of the price off for me. You can select the polygon and you can move it around as well. Here you've got the buffer feature. I'm not going to put a buffer on this now, but if you wanted to, you could do that. You can change the meter, you can change the type of buffer. So you've got a square edge, for example, but I'm going to close that off. Here we've got the different product categories. Because on this account I've logged in as I've never bought before, so it's going to show me the popular products. So if I click along here, these are just 3 of the main popular products. If you've ordered before, it would say previously purchased products. So if you're someone who buys the same 1, 2 or 3 products all the time, you can quickly find those. But we've got the different product categories here. You can search for a product and you can search on things like flood data, so it will bring up all the relevant products for that. Or you can just click on the view all products here. I've got all the products here. As you can see, as I move over these, we zoom in a little bit to the different products. That's to indicate that if I click on it now, it's going to appear on the left-hand side. So maybe there's another product I'm looking at. Or here, if I come up to types, click on aerial imagery, and maybe I'm looking at 12.5 centimeter here. I select that, it now appears on the left-hand side. So that allows me, say I've got a budget of £15, it would allow me to make some changes and I can dynamically see the price changing there. Here you can click on view details. If you want to download a sample, you can see some examples of what you can use the data for, the sort of product it works in, resolution, the type of license we've got. Usually with aerial photography, when the data is available, it tells you when it was flown. I'll close this now. Another thing you can do is selecting the measurements here. Tells you the area size, these sorts of things, so you can be sure the width and height if you're maybe doing a line or if you're doing a normal square. Up here we've got save. So if I click on this, it's using the initials of the person, my colleague I'm logged in as, the date 6th of March 2026, and then the time. I could delete that and I can put in testing here as an example. I'll just copy that now. Click save. Now over here I can click on share shape, that will copy the whole URL. I can paste that into an email, send it to a colleague. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to delete this area. I'm going to type in or paste testing in here and hit search. And here we go, we've got these previous shapes I've saved. So I click on testing and it brings that back. So you can quickly find it. You can also find saved shapes in the accounts pages. You can find the accounts pages here. Also with the accounts pages, when you've made an order, perhaps you buy something as a DWG or a TIFF, and then you find out that your colleague actually wants it as a different format. You can go to the order in the accounts pages and reprocess that free of charge as a different format. Also, perhaps you buy some master map data of a new build site, and 6 months down the line, you've got a 12-month license. 6 months down the line, you know the data's been updated. You can reprocess it as the same format and get that updated data free of charge. Okay, so I'm going to remove selection here. We've also got, when I add to basket for this product, you can select the format. So this isn't the case for all products. Some of them you might select something like GDB and it's just as it comes. But with DWG, which is by far the most popular format, you've got different styling options for OS Master Map. You can choose a grid. With standard here, you can choose whether it has clipping or not. And building heights. You'll get building heights for free as a CSV file and the zip file, but if you toggle this, you get it built into the DWG file. And you can then add that to the basket. And here we are, it's got the details of the product there. A reminder, we've got the help menu here. During working hours, you can call us, do a live chat. We've got some frequently asked questions and some other video tutorials. And you can also email us as well. We're always here to help, so please do get in touch. Many thanks for your time.